Welcome. Thanks for being here. We've got a little different start today, so this is a clue that it's a different case that we're looking at. Katie is our guest, and she is kind of fresh off of surgery. How many weeks?
This was January 20th.
So two. No, not even. Yeah, kind of 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah.
And but she's got a little history, which we'll get into in a minute. But let me introduce myself. I'm Kara Lindell. I'm the founder of the Bridging Institute and the Bridging Technique, and we are looking at little micro movements. Today it's going to be in her foot only, so really different for us. And what we do is look at what's moving, what's not, what are the little transitions that should be that are not, and then we restore how those muscles coordinate, and that's the bridging technique. So away we go. Thank you for being here, some of the new subscribers. And so you did have the surgery a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
What did they do?
They just removed the hardware from my previous surgery. I had rigis, helix rigis. It's basically, there was no gap in between my large toe and the bone, and then they cut the bone back here through and through, pulled it back, and created a space here, and they put a plate, a 1.5-inch plate, and 5 screws to connect it.
She's an active person. She had a lot of soccer in her background,
Yes.
and it kept her from running because they screwed the first 2 toes together, and that doesn't work real well for running. So how many years later, 5 or 6?
No, it's like 2.5. It'll be,
So,
yeah.
So sometime later, so she actually had the hardware removed. So, so I just thought this would be a great example of how after surgery, bridging can play a role in helping your recovery move forward. So what we'll end up doing is looking at what's going on in her foot, but also another key, which if you've watched any of our videos about knees, is how the ankle and the knee coordinate. And I checked it already, and it's not happening. Let's just show everybody what the good one should do. If I bend here, if I bend it, then we should, I'm not sure it shows up on black, but you should see a little scrunch here, and then her quad activates. So you can feel that.
Yes,
yeah?
I can feel that.
Okay, but there's an automatic like push and then ripple up. You can put that one down. So this one doesn't even bend. So what's happened because of the different surgeries is that interconnection into the lower leg is missing. So we want to connect that up better today, and that will just help her recovery because she'll be able to move more easily. You're kind of walking on it.
I'm gently walking.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to wear a boot or anything like that. And it's healed. The scar actually looks pretty good. But so let's dive in. You want to take your sock off, and
Sure.
we'll just show everybody. It looks pretty good. It's not the swelling.
No,
Did you have any issues with swelling or not much?
I had it elevated. I elevate and sleep and all that. So
Okay,
been pretty good.
Looking at what's moving, like I do want to see the tendons associated with each of the toes, and over where the surgery is, it's like I don't really see that. So let's just see what does move. And she doesn't actually have any. Your main restriction now is no running. So we're good.
Yeah.
So some people ask, when is it okay to work together after surgery? And it does relate to your restrictions. So we're good. But it's 2 weeks. That's really well healed.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at, like, I'm holding the 4 toes stable and looking at what does the big toe move, and not a whole lot, but there is a little bit. And what we're going to want to do is support that and then get some separation between these two. And in fact, I might start with that because it seems like that might, because the outer part of her foot actually has some nice movement to it. And I'm looking at how does the top and the bottom connect together, and I can feel if I'm pushing each way, it's like a little push me, pull you. Yeah. It is working. That is really nice. And so if you've followed us for any length of time, you will have known there's a theme of we work from what's working into helping pick up what's not. So the side of her foot that's actually working pretty well, I want to help that throw a rope over and connect into the side that isn't working so well. But really, this is amazing after the surgery that, there.
He was like, can you feel the difference? And I said, immediately. Even with the pain, I'm like, I could immediately feel.
Yeah, so those of you who may have hardware anywhere in your body, ask if you can get it out, because it did serve a purpose originally, but it really does cause some long-term discomfort. So what's interesting is opening up in the motion at the far end of the metatarsals. From a body perspective, that's called the close end because it's close to the middle, but from the front of your foot, it's the far part. And it's funny, I thought I might need my little green peanuts. We might still need them, but I need a kind of a clean edge
That might be
that the
from-
fingers define.
The first surgery was up here as well.
Okay.
So that could be why.
Oh, still something left.
Yeah.
From that. Yeah. So yeah. There. Woo. Okay. It's moving. So we do want to get movement there. Let's see what her toes do as a group. Do they? Because you should be able to bend and straighten your toes, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. The big toe is.
A little stiff.
Yeah. It's getting there. You know what? I'm gonna use this as a support, and so we'll try to round them rather than just bend. And so I'm just going back and forth, letting them just get used to moving again. It's been at least a couple weeks, if not a few years.
Yeah.
Or even longer, because there was a
Maybe,
reason you had the surgery in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So too many kicked soccer balls.
Yeah. Or stepped on toes or broken toes or.
There we go. Okay, let's see if that big toe will move. What's interesting, I can feel, it's like the whole muscle on the top feels like it's like a rubber band that just needs to figure out how to stretch. And so I'm just gonna hold that and support it. You know, we're just like people, our muscles, they need a little introduction, a little hand holding, and then there we go. Then I'm going to have you do that yourself, because getting the muscles so they can work, but getting your brain to recognize that they can talk to each other. There. Okay, so try to bend toes. Nice. Anything hurt?
No.
Okay, then try to lift them. Okay, and let's do that again. Good, and then one more time. Because your ankle ought to bend and all of that. There you go. Yay. Okay, see if you can get that to happen. Yay. Good. So that was part that was missing, was that movement from literally the toes to the ankle. Normally we're looking at a bigger picture of the ankle to the knee, but that's next. So we saw the ankle move. Okay, I can feel the muscles compressing. Oh, I feel the knee starting to come into play. And I'm going to support the knee. And there we go. And it's getting easier and easier and easier. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to do this really lightly. You push out with your foot, so like you're trying to straighten your foot. Good. Okay, do that again. Good. Okay, a little bit stronger this time. Perfect. And then you just connect it into quads and hamstrings. Okay. Do you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they all needed to be reminded that they could work together.
Hey, guys.
Okay, and then push down. I'm going to make you work strong. Oh, but yeah, you got some strength there.
Yeah, the strength is okay, but the
Very nice.
connectedness was no.
Yeah, let's just see if there's a little bit more in here. And it's actually interesting. The second toe doesn't seem like it's moving, and now it is. Yay. So I'm actually rolling them sideways like logs, because that is one of the motions they should have. We think of the foot as going up and down, but there's a lot of sideways.
Right.
Because it has to hit the ground, no matter how crooked the ground is. There we go.
Or crooked your foot is.
Yeah, or crooked your foot is. There. Very nice. Okay, so tell you what, you can put your sock back on.
Okay.
And then I want you to do a little bit of comparing, whether it's on the ground or just both of them up. So, like, bend both of them. Okay, do you feel the knee and the quads similar?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot better.
The movement looks really nice. Kind of like scrunch your toes and straighten your toes. Does that feel pretty? Okay. Awesome. So she does have more healing to get through, but just getting the parts so they talk to each other keeps down the compensations so that we're not trying to fix more in a couple of months from now. So big deal. Very cool. Thank you for being able to come in and let us see that when it's so fresh. For just a quick recap, she had surgery to remove hardware from an original surgery a couple years ago, and it just going through now that it was healed and just reacquainting all the different motions between different parts of the foot, and then connecting the toes, the middle of the foot, the ankle, the knee up to the thigh, and getting some strength back. So it does go quickly. So if you've had a foot issue and you are looking for some help, we are in the northern suburbs of Chicago, and welcome to have you come in. You can be a guest, or you can schedule your own session. We also do virtual calls too, so you can schedule that through our website. If you're a professional and you want to keep learning new ways to help your patients and clients, we do teach the bridging technique, and you can find that information on our website as well. Thank you for watching us. Hit that like for Katie, awesome example, and hit that subscribe so you can get more episodes. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.